What's up? It is the Chinchilla Notebook here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be the do's and don'ts of first-time chinchilla owners. I thought this would be a really helpful video to put out there for you guys because I've noticed a lot of mistakes that first-time chinchilla owners make, and it's just because they probably don't know or they haven't been doing their research. So I wanted to make this video just in case anybody was considering getting a chinchilla, so that you don't make these mistakes, because chinchillas are delicate animals. They're not like cats and dogs. You need to know what you're doing when you take care of them. Let's just jump right into the video. So the first don't is to don't assume they're pretty easy to take care of and that you can figure it out. A lot of people just like, oh well, it's just a chinchilla, let me just buy it and it'll be fine, like I'll figure it out, it can't be that hard. And they go to the pet store and there's chinchilla food, chinchilla hay, chinchilla bedding, a cage, and they buy it and they come home and they don't know anything. Do not rely on the pet stores and do not think that you can figure it out all on your own, because you won't be able to, and you're gonna not give your chinchilla the right life. So leading into the do of this is to do lots and lots of research. I mean a lot. There's a lot to know about chinchillas, about hamsters, rats, guinea pigs, rabbits. Every pet is individual, so make sure that you do plenty of research about should they be kept in pairs, what kind of cage should they have, their diet, the accessories, what they can and cannot have in their cage, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you do plenty of research, and there's a lot of resources out there. This channel, I don't want to be like, you know, this is the best place to go, but I try to give out the most accurate information, and I have a lot of videos out there. So if you were always wondering one thing, I have a lot of videos on my channel. I think I have over 100 now, so that's a plenty of videos for you guys to go check out. The next thing is to don't just bring them home. A lot of people just get their chinchilla and bring them home, and maybe they've done their research and everything, but they just bring their chinchilla home and nothing is ready. The cage isn't set up and it's just stressful, and you have to like leave them in the carrier and you don't know what to do, and you're trying to like make a temporary cage. No, don't do that. You need to prepare and set up their cage beforehand. If you know what date you're getting your chinchilla on, make sure you're preparing up until then. I don't recommend spontaneous purchases, but in case you do just randomly purchase a chinchilla and you have no idea what you're doing as far as like setting up the cage, then I have a video that I will try to remember to link in the description box. But it's just a video of what to do when you first bring your chinchilla home or something like that. I don't really know. But yeah, make sure you prepare and set up their cage. Trust me, you're going to save yourself a lot of stress, a lot of headaches, and everything will be ready for your new little chinny. Next thing is to don't buy colorful food from the pet stores. I know that it looks really cute, like, and attractive, and like it looks like your chinchilla would love it, but it's really bad for them. I've mentioned it in plenty of videos before, but that food is full of sugar and sweets and toxic things that your chinchilla does not need in their diet. It's basically like feeding them candy. Like, would you give your kid a bunch of candy every single day in their food bowl? No, or not a food bowl, on their plate? No, so why would you do that for your chinchilla? What you should do is to buy good quality rich pellets. I have a whole video on the good, I think it's like chinchilla, the proper chinchilla diet, where I talk about pellets. But some good brands are Oxbow and Missouri pellets. Those ones are great quality, and they're plain and there's nothing in them. For example, this is what his food looks like. There's nothing in there. It's just plain pellets. Okay, the next don't is to don't try and hold them right away. I know that when you first get your chinchilla, it's really tempting to hold them and that you just want to cuddle with them and pet them and start the bonding process. But don't do that. Just don't, because a lot of people try to hold their chinchilla right away or like the next day or something, and then they wonder why their chinchilla is barking and scared and like running away, hiding from them, because they're scared. Like, they've just come to a brand new home and now they have a brand new person trying to hold them, and it's really scary for them. So what you should do is let them have plenty of time to adjust into their new home. This is different for every chinchilla. Sometimes it might take a week, like with Merlin it took a week. It could take 2 weeks. It could even take a month. And I'm not going to like say exactly the time, because like I said, every chinchilla is different, and you'll kind of start to notice when your chinchilla is warming up to you and to his cage, because it's going to come and try to greet you, and then you can start the bonding process. But at first, don't try to hold your chinchilla. The next thing is to don't expect to bond right away. Once they've adjusted, once they're comfortable in their cage, you're not as scared of people anymore, don't expect the bonding process to kick off and like to just be best friends with them right away. You need to give it time. You need to have plenty of opportunities like playtime with you in the room, to be around their cage, to talk to them, to get them used to your scent. There's just a lot of things, so don't expect to bond right away. Do have patience though. That's the biggest thing. You have to have patience with chinchillas, give them their time, and you know, just understand where they're coming from. The last don't is to don't try and force them to do stuff they don't want to. A lot of people try to force to hold their chinchillas. They try to force them to be petted, or they try to teach them to do tricks when they really don't want to, and they end up just getting frustrated at their chinchilla and yelling at them. Like, no, just don't force them to do things that they don't want to do, because number one, they're not going to understand what you're trying to get them to do. Number two, they don't want to do that. So you need to respect their boundaries. If your chinchilla is a particular one that doesn't want to be held at all, respect that. It's just, you should have known in the beginning, chinchillas aren't that cuddly in general. There are a couple exceptions out there, obviously, but in general, they're not that cuddly. So Merlin has his mood. Sometimes he won't mind it, and sometimes he really will. So in order to protect my relationship with him and my bond and not to break his trust, I respect it. When he doesn't want to be held, I don't hold him. So that is pretty much all that I have to say for this video, guys. I know it was kind of just quick. I just went through everything as quick as I could, and Merlin literally just sat here the whole time, didn't really move. But I feel like he's kind of tired. It's morning, so yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.